Hello, how are you everybody who is watching this fantastic video? I'm very happy to have you today. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome both national and international viewers who are watching this program right now. You're warmly welcome. Stay tuned and get prepared to receive the good news that we've prepared for you today. My name is Olenjolain Moko TAYAI Single. I'm electronics and telecommunication engineer. God has given me a gift of being an engineer who will solve real life problems. So my area of specializations is electrical, electronics, biomedical engineering, telecommunication engineering, and also computer programming. But that's not enough. God also has anointed me with a special anointing in teaching, with the gift of teaching. So I am a teacher and I'm going to teach you in this program. So I'm a Tanzanian and I'm doing these programs for Tanzanians. And also it will benefit you for the African students and even students who are studying in America, or American students, European students, Asian students, and even Australian students, because the contents that we are going to cover are universal, that they will be covered in every institution. I'm very happy to have you once again. Just call me Sir Olenjolain. I will be with you in this program, and you can introduce yourself, that who are you watching this program, in the comment section so that I might know you. So let's take this opportunity firstly to welcome you into one of our online institutions that's called Online Undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania square bracket OLENJOLAIM. And then simultaneously we are sharing our contents in one of our official YouTube channel that's called Online Undergrad Institute of Tanzania square bracket OLENJOLAIM. Undergrad is abbreviations of the word undergraduate. POLYINSTIT is a combination and abbreviation of the two words Polytechnic Institute. This is according to the conditions of the YouTube, in case of the length of the word. Wonderful. So the next question, thank you very much for joining us, and thank you for being a part of our Online Undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania. I would like, I know that the next question, you have so many questions. If you meet with me for the first time, I've never taught you in person, so you might have so many questions in your mind. I cannot answer all of them, but I'm going to answer some common questions which are going on in your mind, which actually that you find for anybody who is getting into the new place. So what is the vision of Online Undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in square bracket OLENJOLAIM? Why should they declare the vision? Because the Bible says in the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 19, it states, verse 18, Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18, it says that where there is no vision, people perish. If we don't have vision in Online Undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania square bracket OLENJOLAIM, then this institution is going to perish, and we are not ready to establish something which is going to fall down. While our mission and even our passion is to see the work that you are going to do to remain and help help to solve problems of the present and future generation. So even if that we're gonna die today or tomorrow, then we've already left a legacy, which is the solutions of the mankind's problem. So this is the vision which in our mind and would like to declare into the minds of our students, so for them to be to have great expectations, just like the way that we think differently. So we have an assignment to teach, train, incubate, mentor, and leading some of the students who will be ready to take or to extract knowledge, understanding, and wisdom in engineering courses, and combined with the knowledge and wisdom that we are going to teach them to extract it from the Word of God in order to solve real life problems. You are an undergraduate student. I know that you are possibly that you are experiencing so many problems, such as financial problems, about tuition fees, about maybe some of the also causes of mathematics you're not performing well, maybe you have some stresses or things are not going well as you expected. But remember, my dear student, that there is a problem waiting for you to solve it. That's the purpose of any educational system. So regardless whether the education system has such kind of intention, but you yourself are the main character of this game, you should know that the problem in the community, whether in your community or in another town, waiting for you to fix it and waiting for you to use the knowledge that you have gained to solve it. And if you solve real life problems, I want to tell you that you are going to be prosperous and successful in your life. So our main objective in online undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in square bracket OLENJOLAIM is to train students, and even not to train, just our main objective is to train students to think differently and think outside of the class on how they can solve real life problems for them to be successful for the rest of their life. So wonderful. So that is what you have to expect, and that's the main objective. Our main objective is not to help you to pass your continuing assessment. Our main objective is not to help you to pass your final exams or your university exam. Our main objective is to help you to solve real life problems. Then I know that it might be seem what I'm telling you, the visions of online undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in the in square bracket OLENJOLAIM, it might be impractical for the many students or for the many engineers and for the many scientists also. What I want to tell you, just here, I'll let just to give you a little testimony about myself. I'm a prototype of what I'm telling you. Myself, I've been succeeding on combining the knowledge, understanding, and the wisdom I used to extract it informally, because 80% of what I know, I've learned it informally, and 20% I've learned it informally. And I used to combine with the knowledge, understanding, and wisdom extracted from the Word of God in order to solve real life problems. You can ask me so many questions. Olenjolain, please, as my teacher, as my leader, tell me the real life problems that you've solved. Okay, there are so many real life problems, but the good example, it's this program. In these programs, I'm not solving questions for me to pass exam. I'm not just teaching just like I have my own problems. No, I'm solving people's problem who have passion in engineering and science, and they need these concepts for them to be successful and the actual that to apply the informations for the rest of their life. So I want to tell you that it's a process. It may be taking several months to achieve. However, that we have some specific objective, which is just preparing you to pass your continuing assessment, your final exams, or your university exam. So it means that we are going to help you step to step, but that's not our main objective. Our main objective will be training you in order to eliminate any kind of the college or institutions or university stresses or any stresses that you are getting from the general study departments or departments of mathematics. So that's what we want to omit from your mind, and hence now we'll challenge you to think outside of the bracket, outside of the box. Okay, wonderful. So we have so many departments. I'll let take this opportunity just to give you the overview how you can register yourself into our institution. That's a good question. The registrations to online undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in square bracket OLENJOLAI. The first step, if you don't have an email, you're a new student and want to register yourself into our program, in order for you to access the contents that you're preparing, we ask you to create or open a new email, for example, Yahoo or Gmail. Afterward, the next step, we ask you to sign in YouTube by using your email, the email you have created. If you have an email, then sign in. Just skip the first step, go to the second step. And then the third step, we ask you to search your OPITO. So OPITO to mean that this is it's abbreviations of Online Undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in square bracket OLENJOLAI. Okay, anyway, where are you going to search this? In YouTube, not in Facebook. Don't search Online Undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in square bracket OLENJOLAIM in Facebook. If we have our Facebook page, then we'll let you know. But currently, we are sharing our contents through the YouTube platform, right? Again, so you should not write this one. Don't write these abbreviations. Just in case of searching, just write this name. Write this name: Online Undergrad Poly Institute of Tanzania in square brackets OLENJOLAIM. Then you'll see the icons. Mean that you'll see means the icons, the buttons, or just like the profile, and then just the round buttons, or the round buttons, because you can click it. This is the round software button, and inside the round software buttons there is a national flag, and on the right side of that software button, you'll see the names Online Undergrad Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in square bracket OLENJOLAIM, and you'll see the number of subscribers. Okay, so click this software button. Okay, once you click, then you find that our channel now is at your hand, so it opens. When it opens, then you have the first subtitle is home. So you have the first subtitle is home, the second subtitle is videos, the third subtitle is playlisting, and the fourth sometimes is community, and the fifth is sometimes channels or related channels, and the last one is what is about. So just to go click this playlisting, and if you click the playlisting, we used to collect here all the contents of the department. For example, here we have departments of our engineering and scientific mathematics. So we used to collect all the videos in one playlist. Again, we have a module that's called one variable calculus and differential equations for non-measures. So it means all of these contents, we just put them in one playlist. But later on, I will mention the topics that you have to cover. So every topic has its own playlist. It means playlisting is a collection of related lectures, right? Or related videos. So it means that you click a playlisting of one variable calculus and differential equation. The sixth step, click like our video or dislike. Then click the share icon to share these contents with your friends or with other students in WhatsApp, through WhatsApp, via Facebook, via Telegram, via Instagram, via email, via Twitter, and via TikTok and other platforms, software platforms for you to share the contents. So we have so many departments in our school. We have so many departments. One of the departments is called Departments of Higher Engineering and Scientific Mathematics. That's the department that we have. It's called the Higher Engineering and Scientific Mathematics. It's one of the great departments in online undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania. Why it's one of the great departments? The reasons is in these departments we are teaching or training our students 12 courses or 12 modules, okay, in a year. 6 modules for the semester 1 and 6 modules are the contents of the semester 2. But we can interchange them, so you should not worry about that. So then we have the course. Today we are dealing with the course, or in some of the institutions they used to call it the module. The course called the one variable calculus and the differential equations for non-measures. These contents is dedicated, or it means that it has been prepared or required to be learned by the students who are in the first year of bachelor engineering or bachelor science. For example, at University of Dar es Salaam, where I'm using these curriculums and syllabus, you find that this modules is being taught to the second semester to all the engineering and applied science students, right? So this is what they used to be taught. They used to learn these contents. So today we are starting with lecture 0, which titled as General Introduction of One Variable Calculus and Differential Equation for the Non-Measures, right? Non-measures. So I don't want to waste much of your time. Let us go now into the business for you to enjoy the beauty of higher engineering and scientific mathematics. So I have three main points to present to you in this lecture. The first one, I would like just to present to you about educational, so you say educational system or educational authority. In every country, there are some educational authorities which have been given a legal permit for them to accredit, supervise, correct, introduce, etc., and providing permission for the introductions of the new course or new program or new modules, etc., etc. So educational authorities of what? So educational authorities of Tanzania. Educational authorities of what? Of Tanzania. So education authorities of Tanzania. So what do you say? Or what I want to say? I want to say that it means that we have 3, and we'll be focusing onto the technical education. But it's more than technical education, because this is it's the overview for the entire country. So in Tanzania, there are 3 authorities, which all of them are under the government of the United Republic of Tanzania, which supervising the higher education. So the higher means the intermediate. So this is supervising intermediate, and what? And higher education. Okay. However, that will be mentioned general, but right now we are going to focus onto the we'll be focusing on the particular niche. So the first is called the vocational. So vocational education. Vocational education and training authority. I want you to have a big picture. So here you can write that this is a big picture in my mind. Okay? So the first authority is called vocational is called vocational education, and the training authorities. In short, we have the word we call VETA. Okay? VETA. So VETA is actually training students of the intermediate level, which we call NTA level. So N stands for national, T stands for technical, S stands for award. So national technical award, NTA level. So it deals with NTA level 1 to level 3. This is actual, it's a provision. So it's providing, so NTA level 1 to 3. Then the next one is called the NACTE. So NACTE, that is abbreviations of what? National Council National Council of what? Of technical education. Just National Council of Technical, because the abbreviations is not active. So National Council for Technical Education.
Teacher.
Okay, so it's called National Council for Technical Education. National Council for Technical Education, which in abbreviations is called NACTE. So NACTE is accrediting different institutions, colleges to provide or to award students NTA level. And remember that this NACTE is focused on competence-based. NTA level 4 to level 6, that is diploma, and NTA level 7 to level 8, that is undergraduate, and then NTA level 9, that is all about theory, that's all about the master's degree. Again, we have Tanzania Commission for Universities. Tanzania Commission for Universities. And this is, in abbreviations, is called TCU. So here, this is providing diploma certificate, for diploma certificates, providing bachelor certificate, and then providing what master's certificate for education and PhD education. So that is all about 30. So you have mainly 3 authorities. We have VETA, we have NACTE, and we have TC. We are going to find, because as I said that in the modules or the course we are learning today this is it's a model that being covered specifically at University of Dar es Salaam. So we want to find where do we get one variable calculus and the differential equations for the non-measures. And the meaning of the non-measures mean that this is applied mathematics, which we call engineering mathematics. It's not pure mathematics, right? So then, if this is the case, where do we get University of Dar es Salaam, which is actually the reference I'm using its syllabus, which is cross-cutting syllabus, because this is cross-cutting module in so many universities under TCU. So many universities under TCU. So then it means that in University of Dar es Salaam is found under TCU. So it means that suppose that here we have TCU, Tanzania Commission for Universities, and then downstairs here we have so many universities. So we have so many universities, but some of them, let me mention a few of them. Okay. So one of them, it is University of Dar es Salaam, Udsm. The second one is called the State University, so SUSA. State University of Zanzibar, SUSA, it's Ananate. Then the other one is SUA. It means that this is SUA. It means it's called that. Sokoine University of Agriculture. And then the other one is called the University of Dar es Salaam. UDSM. Okay, UDOM. So the other one is UDOM. So you have so many. We have also the United African University. United African University. Those are the examples of UDOM. Okay, of universities which are under TCU. So right now we are in University of Dar es Salaam. Wonderful, because we've been in TCU, and then we have different universities. Okay, so it means that at University of Dar es Salaam, we say that we are learning engineering maths. Okay, engineering mathematics. So then this one, it will be covered. It means at University of Dar es Salaam, if you are doing bachelor degree in engineering programs such as chemical engineering or electrical engineering or computer engineering or information technology, so we say that this is for BH and also for BS, Bachelor of Science. So in case of engineering mathematics, we'll be studying in 2 semesters, right? The first semester, this is first semester. Okay, the first semester, and here it is second semester, but this is first year. First year. Then this is second semester. No, third. Or first semester for the second year. So this is third semester, and this is fourth semester. It depends. Okay? So then here we have the course which you have to cover in mathematics. The first course is called the MT 161. It's called the matrices. Matrices. Okay, so it's called matrices and basic calculus. Into 161. So it's called matrices. No, it's called matrices and basic calculus for non-measures. Then in second semester, we have what? MT 171. It's a code that you are learning today. It's called the one variable calculus. One variable calculus and what? And differential equation for the non-measures. Then for the third semester, you have to cover the one called the MT 261. So this is called the several variable calculus. Several variable calculus. Several variable calculus. Then the first one, this is called the MT 271. So this is called the statistics for non-measure. Statistics for non-measures. So these are the 4 courses that you have to cover in engineering, mathematics, engineering, higher engineering, mathematics, and higher scientific mathematics. I believe you have copied this instruction, so you can share with your friends and you can go further as well as we can. So ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Today we are dealing with this one, MT 171, one variable calculus and differential equation. So right now we found where we get one variable, say with me, one variable. So this is called one variable calculus. One variable calculus and the differential. Maybe module code differential. One variable calculus and differential equation. And the differential equation. So one variable calculus and differential equation for non-measure. Okay? For non-measure. For non-measures. So that's the name of the module, for non-measures. It means that for the non-pure mathematicians. Okay, that means for non-measures. Means if you measure, and then we are studying what is pure mathematics, and you should be studying bachelor in mathematics, which is abstract mathematics, a little bit different from what you expected to have. So then, ladies and gentlemen, I would like just to share with you some of the introductory information. Okay, some of the introduction. Okay, so the next step, after I have shared with you the big picture of Tanzania authorities, so I'm going to teach you the course called the one variable calculus and differential equations for non-measures by using the syllabus and curriculums of University of Dar es Salaam, because for example, SUSA, State University of Zanzibar, they have a college of engineering. They are learning the same module. Also at the United African University, also they are learning the same module in the second semester of the first year. So it means that this is a post-cutting module, but even if the name of your module is not named like this one, the issues focus on the contents, which I will be sharing to you at the beginnings of every concept or every topic. So right now, before I go into the topics that you are going to cover or have been recommended by the curriculums of University of Dar es Salaam to be covered, I would like to present before you, ladies and gentlemen, this is number 2, reference. So I'd like to present before you reference book. Reference books of what? Reference books, notes, and what? And materials. Materials of what? Materials of one, let me write an abbreviation, one variable calculus, okay, and what? And the differential equation for non-measures. So we can categorize this. These are the reference books that you can use for you to go further and to learn beyond the concept. We can categorize these reference books into 2 main branches. We have textbooks or text notes, or what? Text notes or text material. Okay? So we say that the first reference material is this one, which is very important. Course outline. Course outline of what? Of one variable calculus. One variable calculus. Course outlines of one variable calculus. Okay, one variable calculus. And the differential one. And differential question. Differential equation for non-measure. So who will give you, or where can you get the course outlines? I love University of Dar es Salaam. Really, they just give to students the course outlines of the course. I love it. So you can ask your class, it means your course master, in order to give you the course outlines, because we give you the overview, the directions, what should you expect it to cover in this course, right? So the first reference material is the course outline, because the course outlines give you the boundaries, give you the contents, give you the main points, give you the list of the topics sequentially from the simplest topic to the maybe hardest topic. So you have to go through, and you should not only keep these course outlines, review it several times as well as you can, so that you find, sequentially where are you heading to. The second reference book is now the textbook or the reference book. It's a book written by the two authors. The first one is called Thomas and Finney. So Thomas and Finney. So Thomas and Finney calculus. Okay, calculus and the analytic geometry. And analytical geometry. And this is addition, okay, addition Wesley, ninth edition. Ninth edition of 1996. So the book is called the Calculus and the Analytic Geometry. That's the name of the book, that the reference book that you need for you to cover one variable calculus and differential questions for the non-measures. So the book is called the Calculus and the Analytic Geometry. Okay, so it's 9th editions, which has been published in 1996, and the authors are Thomas and Finney, right? The third reference book, it's called it is A. So this is the name of the author. Crazy. Okay, crazy. And the name of the book is what is called the Advanced Engineering. So the name of the book is called the Advanced Engineering Mathematics. Advanced Engineering Mathematics. This is Wiley. And this is 8th edition of what? 1998. So it is E. Krasik, Advanced Engineering Mathematics. Wiley is the 8th editions of 1998. advanced engineering mathematics. It will be useful to learn one variable calculus and differential equation for non-measures. So you should have either a copy of this book, or it means when I say a copy, it can be a photocopy of this book or a hard copy or soft copy, right? You can have a soft copy of this book. You can see, you can find them online, or through the you can find them through the internet. In case you find that you can get them, then you may have them for your excellence learning. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, that is the third reference book. I have prepared a list of more than 10 reference books and materials, which you can choose either of these reference materials on your process of learning. The first step, or the first reference is called math, multiply, okay, multiply, A.C, IM, then colors. Colors and the JA or J.A, fairly, or mathematics, so by A.C, I.M, colors, JA, fairness, mathematics for engineers. This is another book, mathematics for engineers like you, for engineers, and the scientists, not for engineers only, but with, and scientists also can use this book, and scientists, okay, and scientists, and it has been authored by John Wiley and Sons of 1973. This is the first reference book. This is called Mathematics for Engineers and Scientists. And then John Wiley, the author is bad pie, and the colors. No, okay? There are three authors, bad pie, colors, and the fairly. Okay, those are the Europeans' names possibly fine. So now I'm mentioning the reference books and materials for that you need in order for you to study one variable calculus and the differential equation. But now I have your questions to you. How about your book? When are you going to publish a book for engineering mathematics? When are you going to publish a book for higher scientific mathematics? When are you maybe publishing even a book that help the ordinary secondary student? So you have to make sure that you do your practice. If you have a calling of writing, then you have to think on how you can write a book of teaching others about what you know. So this is the first reference book. Again, we have another reference book for learning one variable calculus and the differential equation. It's called Stroud. This is common book. Stroud, K.A. which has been authored in 2003. This is advanced engineering, advanced engineering mathematics, that's the name of the book. It has been published in mathematics. It has been published in 2003. So advanced engineering mathematics, 4th edition. Fourth edition. The 6th reference book is called the Green Book. Greenback MD of 1998. Advanced, the book is called the Advanced. I believe that you're enjoying the beauty of high engineering mathematics, advanced mathematics, advanced mathematics. So the book is called the Advanced Mathematics. The house is called the Greenback MD, which it has been published in 1998. Then number 7. It's called the Kaplan W of 2003, which is called the Advanced Calculus. It's called the Advanced. So it's called Advanced Calculus. So it's called Advanced Calculus. So Advanced Calculus. Addison Wesley. Addison Wesley, Higher Mathematics, 5th edition. Higher Mathematics, 5th edition. 5th edition. Okay? Okay, so that is the 7th reference book for you to master one variable calculus. Master one variable calculus and the differential equation for non-lectures. Then we have number 8. The 8th reference book is called the it's a book authored by Ramana BV of 2007. It's called the High Engineering Mathematics. Higher Engineering Mathematics. That's the 8th reference material. The 9th reference material is class, not given by the course master or by your lecturer or your teacher. So class notes given by your lecturer or your teacher. Then the 10th reference material that you need, you have to refer also to online. You can use the online books, online notes, but should be careful. Online books and books and the notes. The 11th reference, which is very important more than you think, is the notes that I have prepared myself. So Olenjolai MT, and this is what you can order. Notes of what? So notes of 40 of one variable, one variable, one variable calculus, and the differential and differential questions. Differential questions. So OLENJOLAI more TAYAI not C of one variable calculus and differential equations. Excuse me. The 12th reference is scientific calculator. Scientific calculator. So example is Casio, MS, FX, okay, so scientific calculator, example Casio function 9. This is Casio function 901. It's original scientific calculator. The good thing that also good news, we have our online undergraduate library where we are selling this scientific calculator. We are selling books for engineering mathematics and different aspects of life. So you can order this scientific calculator and other material, and we can ship it into any regions of 40 of the land. So the 12th is 40 scientific calculator. So that is all about text and OT. Okay. So then if you go at the B, you have reference books which you call them Q and L. Q and L. Next question. Okay? Question and answers what materials. So first of all, you should need your tutorial sheet, which you are going to solve. So stay tuned. Tutorial sheet. Also, you can have, what should you have after having that tutorial sheet? Then we ask you to have past paper. Tutorial sheet. Tutorial sheet, past papers, of what? Of test 1, test 2, test 3, makeup, etc., etc., etc. Also, should have final exam. You have the university exam of your college or your institution. Final exam or UE, university exam. Okay? So as I say that the 12 references certificate calculator, example Casio MS function 991. This is the original certificate calculator you can order if you've lost it, or maybe you've given to your young brothers or young sisters. Then the good news is you can order this original scientific calculator in online undergraduate library. So you can order it and we can ship it, or we can send it to you in any regions of United Republic of Tanzania. So it means that this is 13th reference. You should have the past papers, right? So the 13 reference, these questions and answers material. This is 13, we call it past papers. So when you have past papers, the first past paper that you should have as a good engineering mathematics student is tutorial sheet of one variable calculus and differential equation. You should have past papers of test 1, okay, of one variable calculus and differential equation for the non-measures. Should have a past paper for the test 2 of previous years, test 3 makeup. Should have a past paper for the final exams. You should have the past paper for the university exams. It's called university exams at the University of Dar es Salaam. Should have supplementary past paper of university exam, which has been certified as our students. So that is the 13 sorting reference material that you have to go through. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a great overview. We really for myself as a teacher who is going to teach you one variable, I'm not going to teach you all the one variable calculus and several and differential question for the non-majors, but I'm going to teach you the beauty, right? And the beauty, the goodness, right? The excellence of the excellence of one variable calculus and the differential equation for the non-majors. So we recommend at least these are 13 reference material. We recommend at least, I recommend that you should have at least 60 reference materials which have been listed on the blackboard there, okay? The good thing that if you use these books in this second semester of the first year, then you'll be using in the next semester of your learning, of your process of learning. So let us go right now into inside, just write inside what? Inside course. So let us go now inside what? Course outline. Say with me, course outline. Course outline. Course outline of what? Of one variable calculus, okay, one variable calculus, and the differential equation. Differential equation. So let us have the overview, the quick overview. Differential equation for non-measure. These are the abbreviations of for non-measure. It's an abbreviation. So like to begin with the first thing that like to have overview is prerequisite. What the prerequisite of what? Prerequisite of this module, the prerequisite of one variable calculus and differential equation is MT 161, which it's a course offered at the University of Dar es Salaam, and this is called the matrices and the basic calculus. This is the prerequisite you have to cover this, which is taught in, or which we teach you in the same online institution in semester 1, right? You have so many contents of matrices and basic calculus, right? For what? For non-measure. So that's why that we teach you one variable calculus and differential equations in the second semester, because the prerequisite is matrices and basic calculus for non-measures. Okay, then the second thing that the course outline of this course have mentioned is objective. So objective of what? Of one variable calculus and differential equation. What objective? So there's it is being mean that the course outlines contains this sentence. At the end of the course, the students will develop necessary. At the end, say at the end of this course. Which course? Course of one variable. This course, the student, you, and other students also, the students will develop. You have to expect development. Will develop what? Will develop analytical and numerical skills. Will develop analytically, and the development analytically and numerical skills. And the numerical skills. Skills in techniques of integration, of integration, and solving ordinary equation. So develop analytical and numerical skills in techniques of integration and solving ordinary question. But this is ordinary differential questions or ordinary questions. Let me just call it ordinary questions. So this is the objective of this course. And that's what you have to expect and have to long for. that to meet that objective. All right? Then, after mentioning the prerequisite of one variable calculus and the calculus and differential equation, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity once again to mention the topics or chapters. So contents of 14 topics, or we call it chapters. Chapters or contents. Contents of 40 of one variable calculus. Take it with me, don't get to mention the name of our course. One variable calculus. One variable calculus and the differential equation. Question for non-measures. So this course comprises 6 topics. Okay? Comprises 6 topics. We have to cover these 6 topics. The first topic is called the review of techniques of integration. Review of techniques of integration. Review of techniques. Review of techniques of what? Of integration. Review of techniques of integration. That's the first topic. Then the second topic, which we are going to teach you, is called the differential equation. We will teach about differential equation, and in this course, we are going to teach you ordinary differential equation with constant coefficient and ordinary differential equation with variable coefficient. So differential equation. That is the second chapter that we are going to teach you in extraordinary way. Then the third chapter is called the sequence. This is the one of the shortest topic, or we have to cover a few concepts there. Okay? So it's called the sequences. Okay? Then the fourth topic, after we cover sequences, I will teach about infinite series, numerical methods. The fourth topic, we are going to enjoy the beauty of numerical methods. And then there's fifth chapter, after enjoying the concepts of numerical methods, we are going to teach you about infinite series. We say about infinite series, we'll teach about convergent series, infinite series. That should not be enough. We are going to teach you the last topic, which is the beautiful topic, is called the Fourier series. Say with me, Fourier series. So you have those 6 topics. Review of techniques of integration, ladies and gentlemen. We have to cover this. Review of techniques, this is okay? Review of techniques of integration. That's the first chapter that you are going to start in the next lecture, which will be lecture 1, the general introduction review of techniques of integration. Then the second topic, I'm going to teach about differential equations, where I will teach about the ordinary differential equation with the constant coefficients, and also ordinary differential equations with variable coefficients. Then the third chapter, I'm going to teach about sequences, and then the fourth chapter will teach about numerical methods that will be reviewing what we taught you in MTA level 6 or in Form 6 of advanced education, and then we build on that foundation. Then the fifth topic that we are going to teach you is called the infinite series, and the last topic is called the Fourier series. Say Fourier series. Again, say Fourier series. Again, say Fourier series. Fourier series. Then the last thing before I end this session, okay, the last thing that before I end this session, I'm about to end this session, so you have to get prepared to receive the homework. Okay? So you see the first topic is all about integration, right? So, again, the thing that I want to discuss with you is assessment. You have to gain the skills, okay, assessment. So the assessment, we have something called the continuous assessment. Continuous assessment. Say with me, continuous assessment. So continuous assessment, this in short is called the CA. So CA for this course is 40%. 40%. And then the remaining percent is for the university exam. So we have, again, the remaining part, which is called the university exam at University of Dar es Salaam. This is common in most colleges, institutions, and universities under TCU. The university exam, which in short we call TUE, and this one will be contributing 60%. So we'll be having lectures which I will be a little bit different because it will be a detailed lectures, and I'll be using examples in order to illustrate a concept. But also the good thing that you have to expect that we are going to solve tutorial sheets, because you find that maybe after covering the review of what of techniques of integrations, then there's a tutorial sheet. There are so many questions that you have to go through, but don't worry that I'm here to help you, and you'll enjoy the beauty of one variable, calculus and differential equation for the rest of your life. So that is called the final exams or university exams. So we call final exams or university exams. So this is called the final exam or university exam. So A is of the name, so it is 60%. And I want to tell you that if you be following me along, you are going to score 40% of your continuous assessment, and you're going to score all the 60% of your final exams, because it's not just a difficulty. The issue is you have to be taught and understand the concept, and then wait to be tested in exams from any kinds of the directions. And believe me, because you'll be understanding, because the heart of online undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania square bracket OLENJOLAIM is understanding. I don't know how to train myself. I don't know how to teach students on how they have to train the concept. So I have no experience just to teach you cramming. And even I have no experience to teach myself to cram. I failed. I tried in most occasions, and then I failed. So I realized myself, I don't have any other options rather than to understand the concept for my own benefits and also for teaching others about what I know. So expect understanding, and every time preach yourself that understanding is coming, understanding is coming, understanding is coming. So, however, that remember, for you to score 40% of your continuous assessment is one of our specific objectives. For you to score 60% of your final exams is the one of our specific objectives. Remember, our main objective to teach you to think differently and to teach you how you can take this classroom instruction, combining with the knowledge, understanding, and wisdom from the Word of God in order to solve real life problems. So this is the end of lecture 0. I thank God who have created me in his own image and likeness. And I thank God who have given me this idea. I thank God who have built in his gift of teaching in order to teach engineers and scientists of the present and future generation. And I thank God who have given opportunity to join me and trust what I'm telling you. And I thank God because I believe him that he will give you again another chance and will encourage you and answer so many questions that maybe you want to ask me directly when I'll be teaching you physically. So I thank you also for taking our time and being with me from the beginnings of this lecture to this moment. This is just a foundation, a beginning. We expect to have we are expecting to have almost about 50 lectures or 40 lecture videos of one variable calculus and differential questions for the non-measures. So stay tuned. I just like to ask you that please remember to subscribe into our YouTube channel so that you can get a new notification. You can get our official notification from the YouTube. For example, when we'll be adding lecture 1 of them, the general introductions of one variable, it will be general introductions of review of technique of integrations. which will be actually be getting inside the course. So whenever we'll add into our YouTube channel, you'll get notifications when you'll be online. So remember to subscribe, remember to like or dislike our video, remember to share these contents with your friends, remember also to visit our online library and also our mode of offering or of receiving your offering, because the sponsor of these programs is God himself. He's the one who is paying for the cost, but there's a very high running cost. But God himself, who is the source of this program and sponsor, told me that I should not charge you an amount of money. He's gonna pay it for you, right? So in case you want to offer your free will in thanksgiving to him because of these great things and great materials and expensive materials, he has brought it to you in order to help you to go far as well as you can. So you can offer your free will in thanksgiving through the telephone number there, 0759745331, and then your thanksgivings will be received with thanks, and it will be used effectively to pay for the running cost of this program, so that the 500 videos or 40 of higher engineering mathematics and scientific mathematics by using the curriculums and the syllabus of TCU and NACTE will be in air to help present and future generations, including even our children of the children, right? So don't forget to do that, and don't forget to read the descriptions of this video so that you can get more information. And I'd like to invite you in the next session's lecture 1, where I will teach you the general introduction of review of techniques of integrations. I'm going to break it into the simpler and simpler and simpler concept, so you should not miss. And invite some of your friends and some of your classmates that is the good news come from online undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. So keep staying, keep focusing, keep enjoying the beauty of engineering mathematics, and then see you in the next session, when you will be enjoying and stay at the leads to enjoy the beauty of high engineering mathematics and scientific mathematics. So may God bless you abundantly and keep you. In case that you find that give us the feedback every time in every session or in every lecture by using the comment section. So may God bless you. This is Olenjolain, an electronics and telecommunication engineer who is a national teacher or national engineering teacher who is teaching you in a national level. I love you so much. Remember that Olenjolain does not know everything about one variable calculus and differential equation for the non-measures, but I know small portions of it because I'm learning always the new concept. But I have an assignment to teach others what I know. How about you? Tell me in the comment section, please. May God bless you and keep you until we meet in the next lecture, which is lecture 1 of one variable calculus and differential equation for non-measures. So stay enjoying the beauty of higher engineering mathematics and the science.